Welcome to the Artfully webinar. My name is Marcus and I am the Artfully Program Specialist at Fractured Atlas. Artfully is our online ticketing software and donor tracking customer relationship management software, or CRM. It's designed to help you sell tickets, accept donations, and keep track of your fans. This webinar will cover the core features of Artfully and how they apply both for fiscally sponsored projects and organizations with their own 501c3 status. But first, we'll start with some background on how Artfully was developed. Fractured Atlas works with artists all across the country and in all disciplines. We provide them with a variety of tools to help them run their businesses. A few years ago, our members started asking for software to help them sell tickets and keep track of their fans. Our members found existing ticketing systems daunting and expensive. Instead, they wanted flexible tools that were easy to learn and had an intuitive design. They wanted new tools to be integrated with other great products, and they wanted all of this at an affordable price. So we started building a web-based platform for artists to manage their business, Artfully. We've built Artfully so you have exactly the tools your organization needs and none of the clutter that comes with big CRMs. Features are bundled into kits, and you can opt in to just the kits you need. The core kits are one for selling tickets, one for taking donations, and one for tracking fans. There are other kits you can also opt into. You can add a kit that integrates Artfully with MailChimp, features for selling Flex Passes, and features for selling and managing memberships. We're continually adding more kits and more features, such as assigned seating and fundraising campaign tracking, which are in development now with more to come. The first section we'll cover is how you can use Artfully to sell tickets to events. Before tickets can be sold, though, you need to set up an event, and to do that, you'll need to create an Artfully account. Creating your Artfully account is easy. All you'll need to do is visit www.artful.ly and sign up by creating a Fractured Atlas membership. You only need a free community-level membership to create an Artfully account. If you're an existing Fractured Atlas member, you can sign in with your account credentials, and if you're already logged in on another Fractured Atlas website, you'll automatically be logged in. Once you create your Artfully organization and have everything up and running, this is what you see when you log in. On the left, you have a list of some of your events, and on the right is a running list of your patrons' interactions with your organization. Things like ticket sales, donations, MailChimp campaigns, and if you want to create a new event, you just click on the Create Event button in the lower left-hand corner. Setting up your event is as easy as filling out a form. You tell us the what, the where, and the why about your event. You set your capacity and create the ticket types for your event. Your event can have multiple ticket types at different price points. And then it's simply a matter of scheduling your shows, which can be anything from a one-night-only event to an open-ended run. Which brings us to selling tickets. After you've set up your event, you'll want a way to let your supporters buy tickets. Artfully offers several different channels for your ticket sales. Through a storefront that's automatically created when you set up an event, on your own site through a widget or WordPress plugin, at the door through the box office, which is designed for selling tickets quickly, or over the phone through the sales console, which is designed for larger, more complex orders. Here's a sample storefront. It's a public page that automatically gets created once you set up the details for your event. This is where fans can buy tickets, and you can link directly to this page from your site, e-blasts, and social media. Ticket buyers see a description of your show, a map displaying the location of your venue, and your contact information for support. Then they select the show date and which tickets they want to buy. The ticket buyer is then taken to checkout, fills in his or her payment details, and receives an order confirmation. We'll cover the confirmation and check-in process later in the presentation. The second way you can sell tickets with Artfully is right on your own website. No redirects to someone else's website, no pop-ups. We just give you a little bit of code, some JavaScript, and some CSS. And you drop that into the HTML of your site, which creates a list of show dates and tickets. The ticket buyer selects a date, and the ticket options expand out. Then, when tickets get added to the cart, a shopping cart pops up from the bottom of the browser, and they complete their checkout information. Your fan enters their billing info and checks out without leaving your site. You'll also likely need to sell tickets at the door. When you open up your event, on the Artfully admin side, you'll see the event overview page. Here you'll see a bird's eye view of your sales, along with quick links for your next upcoming show. Here you can easily get to the box office and door list for your next performance. This is the place where you'll sell tickets at the door and check people in. The box office is a private sales channel that allows you to sell tickets quickly at the door of your event. At the top, you select the ticket type you want to sell and enter the payment details below. You can also comp tickets both in advance or at the door. You can also get a USB credit card swiper to connect to your laptop to speed up the checkout process. The fourth way you can sell tickets is through the Sales Console. This page is great for organizations that have to put together complex orders for their patrons, with tickets, donations, memberships, and passes all in one transaction. You build the order by clicking on the appropriate inventory tiles, and once you have everything together, you click the green checkout button. Once you've built the order, the checkout process is very similar to the box office. Once tickets have been sold, you'll need a way to check people in at showtime. Here's how that works in Artfully. When someone purchases a ticket from any sales channel, the ticket buyer receives an order confirmation email sent from Artfully. At the event, your fans can just give their name and get checked in on the door list. All of those folks who place an order also get added to the door list for the show they purchased tickets for. This is where you can check people in as they arrive. Right now, we see Jason's order selected. There are 2 checkboxes next to his name for checking in his order, one for each ticket. As the orders get checked in, the circles in the center of the page fill up, and the check-in progress bar at the top of the page fills, so you know how many people you can still expect to arrive, and you can see if an order has only been partially checked in. Some organizations want to be able to offer flex or season passes as part of their ticketing. If so, we'd love to talk to you. One of our newest feature sets is passes. It's not widely available yet, but we have a growing group of beta testers using it. I want to tell you a little bit about it now, and if you're interested, we can schedule a time to talk about turning these features on for your organization. When the Passes kit is turned on, you get a new storefront in your Artfully storefront for selling passes. You can set up multiple different pass types that are each worth a certain number of ticket credits. The customer selects the pass that they want to purchase, checks out, and on checkout, they receive their pass code, which in this case is a unique discount code. You can see it down in the center of the page. The ticket buyer then goes through the process of selecting which tickets they want to redeem, and they enter the passcode in the discount code field at checkout. This automatically fills in the ticket buyer's contact information and makes the price of the ticket $0. The other set of features we have in beta right now is for selling memberships. Like passes, it's not widely available yet, but we have a group of beta testers using it. I want to tell you a little bit about it now, and like with passes, if it's something you're interested in for your organization, contact us and we'll set up a time to talk more about it. Similar to passes, with the memberships kit activated, you get a new storefront for selling memberships. Memberships may be set up as seasonal or rolling. A seasonal membership is on sale for a particular time of year, where the memberships have the same beginning and ending period. Rolling memberships begin from the date the membership is purchased and run for a period of months or years. Once a customer purchases a membership, they set a password, which they can use to sign in the upper right-hand corner of your storefront. Signing in makes visible member-only events that can otherwise be hidden from the general public. Similarly, signing in as a member makes member-only ticket types available. If the memberships kit is something you would be interested in, reach out to us and we'll set up a time to see if the kit will work for you. Now on to donations. As I mentioned before, Artfully is used by both fiscally sponsored projects and organizations with their own 501c3 status. When it comes to donations, the software has slightly different capabilities. Both 501c3s and sponsored projects have the opportunity to add a donation in addition to a ticket sale and both can add a donation widget to their websites. 501c3 organizations have access to a donation storefront, and 501c3s can also manually log donations within Artfully. Fiscally sponsored projects should log donations on the My Fiscal Sponsorship page. Fractured Atlas sponsored projects also have their donations synchronized from their sponsored fund to their Artfully accounts automatically. Let's look at these options in detail now. With the donations kit activated, ticket buyers have the opportunity to add a donation in addition to their ticket purchase at checkout. They enter their donation in the donate field, press the add donation button, and continue to enter their payment information. And just as we have the ticketing widget, it's also possible to add a donation widget to your website. The customer enters their donation into the Make a Donation field, and a shopping cart pops up from the bottom of the page. 501c3 organizations may also set up a storefront specific to donations. You can customize the text, add an image, and pre-filled giving levels. And for sponsored projects, whenever somebody makes a donation on your sponsored donations page, the record of that donation gets automatically synchronized into your Artfully CRM. Once you have your information collected from ticketing and donations, it all comes together in the Artfully CRM, and the components are automatically integrated. Contact records for your supporters can be created from a ticket sale or a donation. They can be manually created. You can import contact records in bulk, and you can also sync your MailChimp list directly into Artfully. Let's look at each of these options and people records in more detail. Here we have a sample people record. We can easily see all of Cecilia's biographical information, like her name, address, job title, etc. We can also tag her to make it easy to find and group her with similar contacts. Those are the gold words on the right-hand side. In this case, we've tagged her as a VIP and a board member. We've also synced Artfully with MailChimp, a popular email marketing application, so we can not only see what lists Cecilia is on, but also track whenever she receives an e-blast from us. Whenever somebody buys a ticket or makes a donation, that action automatically gets logged in the action feed on the bottom of the page. You can also easily see Cecilia's lifetime revenue value and also the totals of ticket purchases and donations in the upper right-hand corner of the people record. When you put all this together, you get a remarkably full picture of your audience base without a lot of data entry. Most of this information just gets populated by normal day-to-day operations. If you have contacts from another system, it's possible to import those into Artfully. We have an import feature that allows you to import your contacts, past event attendance, as well as your donation history. As long as you can export your information as a CSV, you can put the information into our template and import it into your Artfully CRM. Once you have your information from ticket sales, donations, and MailChimp campaigns in one place, the rubber really meets the road with Artfully's advanced search features. We've recently updated advanced search to do Boolean-style searching. You can search for people who match all of your search criteria, or just one or more search conditions. You can also search for people who have or who have not done something. Sometimes knowing who hasn't done something is just as important. Once you perform a search, you can tag or log actions on all of the people in the search results, export them to a CSV file, subscribe them to a MailChimp list or group, and you can also create a list segment, which is a dynamic saved search. If we made a list segment from this search and returned to it later, when more people donated, they'll automatically be added to that list segment. We also think it's important to be upfront about the price of these tools, so here it is. No fine print, we only make money when you do. The CRM and ticketing free events are both free. It's also free to synchronize your MailChimp account to your Artfully CRM. For online ticket purchases, the ticket buyer pays a $2 per ticket fee. And there's a 3.5% credit card processing fee that gets deducted from the ticket revenue. For passes, there's a 5% service fee that can be either paid by the pass holder or rolled into the cost of the pass. Here's how it all breaks out. You can find this table, along with a detailed breakdown of the ticket fees, in our knowledge base. The article is titled, "What's It Cost?" And as we wrap up, we like to give you a little background in how Artfully is made. Artfully is in a constant process of continual development, where we take feedback from our users, bring that into the design and planning stages, implement it and release it as beta features, and try it out with interested Artfully producers, and then we start the process all over again. Artfully's conception began with community design sessions that were held across the country, and that process continues today online. We have a feature request forum where producers can submit their ideas, vote on the ideas of other producers, as well as add their own comments. We do our best to prioritize the features that get the most votes. You can see here we have a feature mark done and several others that are marked as planned. The feature request forum can be found in our knowledge base. Currently, we're beta testing memberships as well as flex and season passes, along with relationships in households, which allow you to define relationships between people and view them as a decision-making unit. If you're interested in any of those features, please feel free to contact us. And if you have any more questions, please email us at support@artful.ly or give us a call at 888-692-7878. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to hear from you.